Right, hope you can hear me loud and clear. If you can't, say so now. I know this is a very, very fucking weird time to do this, but I need to check out my new ticker. Tideman, how you doing, mate? Thank you very much for dropping by. I am actually, as it's just you and me here, I'm just going to shrink that logo in the corner a little bit and shrink the ticker down a touch. So I'm just going to window out for a sec. Bear with me, mate. It's all a little work in progress, you see. See how that looks. Hey, no worries, mate. Nice of you to drop by. To be honest, it's really handy having someone at the start of the stream. Check your mic works. And that and the fact it's fucking weird when you're on a stream and you're the only person here. I'm just going to fiddle with that little ticker at the bottom again. Got to get it right or cow will kill me. Overlays. I think that's more like it. God, Tideman, I gotta stop drinking energy drinks when I'm streaming. As soon as I'm like halfway through a can, my stomach starts to gurgle. And it's like, why the fuck am I doing it again? I'm drinking fucking energy drinks and I'm streaming. Right, I think that's looking nice. Slightly obscures, the ticker slightly obscures the HUD, but can probably work on that. Maybe make that a little bit more transparent at some point. Put my logo up there. See how this works. Well, here I am. I finally got to. I just heard noises. Where are we? Hey mate, send 15. Thanks for the follow, dude. I got to Spectacle Island. I'm just going to turn the background volume down. And managed to actually walk here with my power armor on without drowning, which is a fucking relief. Problem I got now is I don't have the materials that I need. Tideman just says he just described most of the streams me talking to myself. Yeah, mate, I've been very lucky. I've been very lucky. There always seems to be one person around. Even though I very rarely stream, there always appears to be one person around who's got nothing better to do than watch me poodle around in Fallout 4. I might just turn my audio down a touch. Settings here. But yeah, finally made it to Spectacle Island. I'm just going to have a little think. I've got to somehow get a beacon up. If I can get a beacon up, then I can get one settler. One settler usually always turns up when you initially put your beacon up. And then I can set up a supply line. And if I set up a supply line, I can stick up a few beds, some food. And you know how it is. Just set the base up to on that preliminary level with enough food, beds, and water, and a beacon just to get it ticking over and attracting settlers, so that at some point in the not too distant future I can come back and spam it up. Papa Charlie, hello you wankers. Hello mates. Thanks for dropping in. I'm on Spectacle Island. There's still a few... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. There's still a few hostiles here. I have been pretty good, actually. I as a warm-up to this stream, because I haven't touched the game for a long fucking time, I just came up here just to unlock the place, to make the run. And I have unlocked it, taken out the big creepy crawly, and now I'm at a point where I can start scrapping up. But there are some hostiles here still. And I emptied my bags on my way here, and I thought, yeah, fuck it, I'll just take a couple of power cores. And already I'm concerned I haven't brought enough power cores, but we're gonna have to see. Yeah, I'm carrying too much to get around without a power armor. But let's see what we have. I really want to avoid doing a stream where I basically scrap stuff for fucking hours and hours, but I need to take a little mosey around here and find if I've got the materials to just get up a beacon. And for those of you who are familiar with this, Jesus, those dummies always freak me out. For those of you who are familiar with this place, you've got to be a bit careful around these crates, because it's really easy to scrap the means by which you walk around, because there's always these little routes and paths, and it's very easy to scrap one wrong thing and suddenly the ramp that you need to use is fucking gone. Soul Reaper, best streamer, Division player, YouTuber ever. Thank you very much, mate. None of that's true, but I'll convince myself of the lie. How are you doing, mate? Soul Reaper says, I'm very good, thank you, mate. I'll be honest, I've been really busy, full stop. And obviously I've been trying to get some more, catch up with some non-Division content. I really enjoy doing those reviews. I mean, barely anyone watches my game reviews, but I really enjoy doing them, and they're kind of more what, you know, I felt more what I'm interested in doing. And so, you know, there's more to life than just complaining about the stuff that they're never going to fix in the Division 1. So I've got those done, which I'm very happy with. If you want to check those out, I've got particularly the Super Seducer review, which is fucking great fun, and the Frostpunk review up, and then I suddenly found myself at the time, wow, I've got some time. King Trade, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. I suddenly found myself with a little bit of time, and I thought, fuck, I can stream / play some Fallout 4, which Fallout 4 is a game where if I don't play it every so often, I start to jones. And there's also the fact that Cal has spent a little bit of time spamming up my channel livery to make me look a little bit more professional. I'm gradually starting to make my Twitch stream look a little bit grown up. I personally think it's lovely. The ticker, I'm really pleased with the ticker. That was... Cal just knows how to do all this stuff and just throws it together. It's very impressive. Right. And as I said to Tideman, I apologise in advance. I'm stupid, like a stupid fuck shit. I'm drinking energy drink. As soon as I started drinking energy drink, my stomach started to rumble, and I'm like, I've done it again. I shouldn't be streaming when I'm drinking this cheap ass Emerge. I mean, this is like 30p a can energy drink. And it's all sugar and fucking cattle stimulant, and yeah, so if I belch and make weird noises, it's just me poisoning myself. Nobody, Tiny Paws is following. Nice to see you. Nice to see you on Twitch. I saw you on Twitter only today. I'm just... Hey mate. Let's have a quick look at chat before I go and have a little look at these safes. You are so humble, love it. I'm humble out of necessity, there's a difference. Soul Reaper, whatever you do when I get so excited. If I start one, whatever I'm doing is on hold. That's very nice of you to say, Soul Reaper. There's some good games coming this year which I'm looking forward to reviewing. And I'm starting now to actually be a bit more grown up about it and start to keep a closer eye on release dates and try and get them out a little bit more sharpish, because the reviews were kind of a sideline to the Division content, but I sort of realised like it's good to get them out at the point where people are deciding whether or not to spend their money. And that way only I need to waste my money on some of these games, and also maybe help people make a good choice on the little gems that come out. King Trade's doing well. How about yourself? I am as well as I could. I was been up all night working, so I'm as well as I can be, having been up for... I don't think I've been up for 24 hours. Yeah, actually I have been up. No, 23 hours, but I feel surprisingly well. That's very nice of you to say, Soul Reaper. Thank you. It's nice if the videos are appreciated, particularly the reviews, which I do really genuinely enjoy doing. Callie's awesome. Soul Reaper says Callie's awesome. I watch his streams from time to time. Yeah, he's a lovely bloke. I mean, he is genuinely like just the absolute saint. He's the Mother Teresa of the Division, and he's always there to help people out. And I don't mean that just, help people out as in say a few nice words. I mean, he's a guy who gives up chunks, like regularly gives up chunks of his time to help people out with their sort of issues and their IT stuff and their streaming setup, and it's almost embarrassing how much time he spent helping me out, because I'm clueless at this shit. Let's do some... Sweet. Do a quick bit of thieving. Soul Reaper says you should check out State of Decay 2. I actually plan to, mate. That's one I've got my eye on. Everybody says, hey, bro. Looks decent enough. Armoured is now hosting you. Ah, superb. Thank you, Armoured. It's funny, I actually doing my laundry today. And or sorting out some laundry quickly, and saw your shirt. Very nice design. If any of you haven't seen Armoured's t-shirts, you should definitely check them out. They are very slick. In their own right, they're slick. If you're a gamer, they are just incredibly well done. Even if you don't know Ahmed's channel, you'd want to wear one of his t-shirts. Hey Ahmed. Extra Fantasy says hi, finally you started streaming. Yeah, I got some time. Cal sorted out my setup, and I just figured, like most things in life, there's never a perfect time. You just got to say fuck it and get stuck in, and I am really, to be honest, quite missing Fallout. I can never get enough Fallout. Seriously, I've just... Fallout is a constant in my gaming life, and yes, I might put it down for long periods of time, but it's the one game I always pick up, whether, you know, and it's whichever iteration is out at the time. But thank you. Right. Christ, I don't know what they put in those fucking energy drinks, but I doubt it can be good. Right, I'm going to take a fairly minimalist approach on this scrapping, because there is more to life than you guys watching me scrap. I will leave some of this stuff here. Normally I am properly anally retentive when it comes to scrapping, so I will be back, probably off stream, back here to scrap up every last fucking thing. It's worth noting, for those of you not familiar with this game, or if you just pick it up in a sale, is always go round and hoover every last bit of scrap up, if for no other reason. Everything you don't scrap counts towards the build maximum of the build limit of the venue. You can only build to a certain size. Oh, I might need that for my beacon. You can only build a certain amount at each location, and that limit is held back by the scrap. So if you leave a ton of scrap around, that's artificially deflating how much you can build here. Nobody Tiny Paws, I don't know if you prefer to be called Tiny Paws or Nobody Tiny Paws, but it says, honestly Mr. Kiloton, it isn't about how flash your stream is, it's about you having fun and enjoying yourself. You are a great entertainer, the stream is awesome. It's like one of your awesome videos just in real time. Oh, very, very kind, and thank you for agreeing, Ahmed. And dear Lord, forgive me for mispronouncing this. Kit Canlayer. Afternoon, Mr. 21. Hope you're good, mate. I am, thank you, and likewise. Then I will call you Nobody, and kick me if I call you the wrong name. Right. Let's get a bit of a scrap on. Let's do the basics. Try not to get our asses killed by Captain Fuck Monster, who's over there. Get a beacon up. Then we can go for a nap, and we can decamp somewhere else. I basically off stream. Flamenzi, hello mate. Flamenzi only came here to watch me scrap stuff. You're an idiosyncratic fellow, so that's not impossible, although I think you're lying. Thanks for dropping by, mate. And thanks for the retweets earlier on the Frostpunk vid, mate. For those of you who don't know, Flamenzi is the guy who does all the amazing artwork on my channel. As I've said before, if you see any artwork or bad graphics or anything on my videos that looks shit, then I did that. And if you see any really nicely photoshopped artwork, then that's Flamenzi. So, like the famous Princess Hamish picture. But yeah, I went a bit mad off stream, and just because I wanted to prep some places so that when I start building more brothels, I had some places unlocked. And also get a few scrapping stations up and stuff like that. So I had some settlements passively gathering material. And in fact, I will just show you the map. So yeah, I went a bit fucking bonkers and unlocked a lot of these bases. But a lot of them are, I have just thrown up a beacon and moved on. But I have kind of found myself in the fairly well south with a ton of gear in my pockets. And yeah, I'm probably a bit further south than I would like. So I want to just get this thing ticking along. Get out with my fucking arse intact. And not die. For those of you who are vaguely or not familiar with the game, I'm playing on survival mode. So if you see me OCD napping all of the time, or see me referencing, oh, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z and then go for a nap, it's not because I'm a lazy fucktard, which I am, but it's not because I'm a lazy fucktard, it's because I can only save the game when I sleep. So that's why the timing the sleeping is so important. Right, I normally would never save scum, but you've got to be very careful with this build on Spectacle Island, because there is a power supply down in that boat, and it goes all the way up here and connects to the beacon in there, and as long as that remains intact, you will never, this place will never get respawns of the animals. But you've got to be really fucking careful when you're scrapping, because these groups of trees, you scrap the wrong tree and it will take one of the trees with the power conduit and it will break that. So I'm probably going to scrap up some of these trees later when I'm off stream, just in case, because otherwise you basically got to build this huge fucking power. It takes quite a lot to just from scratch build it all the way back up. There's some pretty heavy duty monsters that will spawn here, so just leaving that siren up that you see, that you find during the initial quest when you unlock this place, is just a really easy way of making this a very pleasant place that doesn't get attacked, and it's just a lot of fuckery you don't have to deal with. Is that? Yeah, I don't think I got the crystal or the copper to make ceramic in the toilet, at least. I don't think I got the crystal or the copper to make a beacon, but I'm hoping by the time this is over, I will either have it, or I'm going to scrap the scope on one of my guns and just hope that provides me with it. I really don't want to have to come back here just to build a fucking beacon. For those of you familiar with Spectacle Island, it's a bit of a ball ache to get to say the least. If you're in power armor, it's a risky march through very deep water, and power armor, unless it's been changed in a patch, power armor basically makes you waterproof, and you can breathe underwater for X amount of time, and I've never been able to work out where there's any indicator of how long that time is, and the distance from the shore to Spectacle Island is right on the cusp. It's incredibly easy to drown on the way here. If you get stuck on a rock for a fraction of a second, you can just spontaneously drown in the water, and that is very inconvenient on survival mode. Fucking trust me on that. Lamenzi says, yeah, I play survival as a gunslinger, just pistols, no power armor ever. It's completely nuts in terms of difficulty. Yeah, it's... I had these grandiose ideas of what I was going to do with this character, but because I'd committed to being a wasteland pimp, and I've got lots of points in like charisma and not in anything sensible, I realised very quickly I needed to wear power armor just to not die all of the time. If you're going to go the no power armor route, it's not going to be easy. Certainly not early game. Maybe very late game when you've got the ballistic weave and all of that stuff. But yeah, I sympathise with what you're doing, mate. Yeah, early game, it's just infinite one-shot possibilities in this game. I must not scrap the wrong shit. I'm actually at the point where I'm thinking I might just go and have a sleep to save, just so I don't scrap the wrong thing and fuck this up, because this is well, I suppose it's 20 minutes of scrapping, isn't it? Right, I'm not going to take the luck bobblehead. That is actually good fucking news, that's there. I'm not going to take the luck bobblehead because for those of you who know, only take those bobbleheads when you've maxed out a stat, because then it adds you one more, so you'll basically, your stats will go to 11. I did cover this in a guide and obviously made the obligatory spinal tap jokes. Murloc Queens in Far Harbour is like the most scary thing I ever witnessed in Fallout 4. I've never been in a fight with one for like 30... So, I've been in a fight with one for like 30 minutes once. Yeah, I stay fucking well clear of those. Donald says, hello Soul Reaper. Sorry, hello Soul Reaper told me to check out this stream. Thank you very much for swinging by, mate. Hi, Washi. Yeah, the thing with the Murloc Queens is that is the fucking poison as well. It's right. I'm not going to risk any more of this. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I think the NPCs have buggered off. Okay, I'm just going to eat. I'm going to eat and drink. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I've been playing other games and not Fallout 4 recently, so I'll be constantly hitting escape when I should be hitting tab to back out of things. So you'll constantly see me throw up the menu for no logical reason, and that's why. Right. Fidel, thanks for the follow, mate. Thank you, mate. Let's see what we can. In fact, let's see what we can scrap. We'll do it in here. Cheeky opportunity for a vape. Just going to check my... see if I've got advanced scrapper. Yeah. Bollocks. I'm not... But I get another level before I get the better version of scrapper. Let's see what we get from this stuff. But I have a full... That's looking good. Get a fuck it, one more circuitry, one more crystal. You're right there, Washi. Let's see if there's anything else I can scrap up here to... I might have to. I basically, the puzzle here is I've got to try and get the equipment I need. Try and get the equipment I need. To oh well, Washi just gave me an opportunity. Just timed him out for 10 minutes. Yeah, I can only imagine he's just somebody. Obviously, for those of you familiar with some of the recent events on Reddit, he's probably just some guys come across for a troll. But anyway. The issue I've got here is I just need to try and somehow... I don't think I'm going to... I'll try and build a recruitment beacon. I don't think I'm going to find the stuff just knocking around. So I may have to work smart here. But Menzi said he's just some neckbeard. Just ignore him. No, you're right. I try never to actually, like... You know, take umbrage with anything anybody's saying in chat, because invariably it's very easy to just sort of read the wrong thing into, you know, sometimes, in fact, thus far, all the time everybody said everything. If it seemed weird, it's because I've misunderstood. So I always just by default just assume the best. But the third time he'd said gay, I just realised I think he might be being a bit of a knob. Right, I'm just going to... Oh, can I actually scrap? Oh dear God, I don't... I'm wondering whether I can... basically, my cunning plan here was I know that scrapping the certain mods or weapons with certain mods will give you certain materials. But I've just suddenly realised I don't know whether you can actually scrap them independently. Bollocks. You can't scrap them independently. Nobody just said lol. Well, on the plus side, it's given me an opportunity to say Cal has set up everything I need for the new admin function. So it got me an opportunity to give someone a timeout. Although, to be honest, I actually prefer, wherever possible, I would just prefer freedom of speech, and you know, people can say whatever the fuck they like. They can swear as much as they like. We've turned the swear filter off. There's only about 3 words on this earth that I don't want to see on chat, and I'm sure you can imagine what they are. But other than that, swear as much as you like, as long as it's, you know, it's the meaning of what people are saying, if you know what I mean. I don't care how, you know, if people are swearing, I don't mind. It's, you know, if the intention is well humoured, people can say what they like, and I prefer not to censor in any way. But you know, I don't think his civil liberties are being fucking impinged upon by stopping him from saying gay every 30 seconds. 1, take 2, A3 seat. Right, shit this. I think I'm fucked, because I think there was a rifle somewhere and I've already scrapped it. And I think I've fucking cooked my goose. Oh, right, from Catch a Pedo. Nobody says it's a reference from Catch a Pedo. Yeah, that was a pretty fucking good show. I've seen some clips of Catch a Pedo on YouTube. When I'm particularly bored at work in the midnight hours, you can do far worse than watch a few episodes. I personally like some of this kind of like the look of shock and horror and how they try and talk their way out of it. And it's like, you know, they've just turned up to meet a 13-year-old and they've got a plastic bag of lube and condoms, and somehow they just think for a few seconds they think they're going to talk their way out of it, and they just, before the reality of how completely busted they are sinks in. Right then, what am I going to do? Because that has, I did have this little idea in my head of what was going to play out on this stream, and now it's all up for fucking grabs because I don't have a beacon, and I can't set up a supply line. Let me think about this. You know what, I'm going to go and check out these little huts, because I think there might be a little bit of gear in some of these huts that I may have missed. This Spectacle Island is my favourite, for the record. Well, say my favourite. It's not necessarily my favourite base, but it's my favourite build location, just because it's so fucking large. Each base has a different build limit, and this one is enormous. I mean, you can build like, Christ, Vermenzi probably knows the exact figure, but you can build something like 20... Ooh, nice dress for my brothel. You can build like 20-story structures or something ridiculous if you build them down at the water level. The map, you know, the map area of this place is enormous. The vertical limit is enormous. It is just the best place. If you want to do if you want to do a Pulitzer Prize winning build in a playthrough of Fallout 4, this is the location to do it, because you are unlikely ever to get the message, the warning that you can't build anymore. The biggest build I ever did was here, and it was fucking monstrously large, and it still was only about 90% of the available build. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Right, I'm going to scrap these up. And I think it's time to go on safari again then. Cable. I'm not sure if... See you in a bit, Vlemenzi. And take care of those chilies. One day I'll get my arse over there and try some out for myself. Yeah, if there's any games you guys particularly want to see me stream, let me know on Twitter or here. My current plan is, I mean, a couple of my long-term fans and supporters were very keen to see me play Fallout 4 or stream Fallout 4, and I'm very keen to play Fallout 4, so that's why I'm doing it today. But in the short term, I actually am going to do a bit of... Is that motherfucker alive over there? Just going to make sure that isn't actually... dead. In the short term, I'm also quite keen to do some World of Tanks, which I don't know if any of you play World of Tanks. I'm fucking terrible at the game. I really love World of Tanks though. I've set up an account, a 21 kiloton account. But yeah, I am. If there's anybody here who is good at World of Tanks, and I mean like good at World of Tanks, they will be appalled by the way I play. I am absolutely fucking terrible. But I still enjoy playing it, and I'm not going to stop. But it would not surprise me if I got a bit of grief if any World of Tanks, hardcore World of Tanks players stumble across the stream. They will probably see me playing and start either crying or shouting at me. Yeah, I fucked it. I am going to have to come up with a plan B. Right, somebody remind me, I've got a stashed cooking bench that I need to drop off. I'm just going to hoover up a little bit of this stuff, and then we're going to save the game, and then I'm going to head back to the mainland and try and get a cure for some of my Fallout aids. I don't know what debuffs I've got at the moment, but I'm sick from a few things. I'll say this as vague as I can. Let's just say there are some options later in the game. If you don't really hate spoilers, put your fingers in your ears now. if you really hate spoilers, fingers in your ears for the next 60 seconds. Okay, I'm going to say it. It becomes apparent later in the game that maybe there are some options other than travelling on foot. Wink, wink. When that becomes available to you, that's a bit of a game changer regarding the suitability of this place as a base. But whilst you're still travelling everywhere on foot, I find this place this place is a bit of a pain because the travel, every time you come here you risk drowning basically. Welcome back, Washi. So let's see what we can dump off. I'm going to have open another can of energy drink because I'm an idiot and I don't learn from my lessons. Nobody says, I never thought about how useful that spoiler would be in this mode. I always thought it was a bit of a POOS in the regular mode. So what does POOS mean? Yeah, I will probably talk slowly now because I'm trying not to. Oh, poo. Gotcha. Yeah, it's one of those things when you read. Watch videos saying, you know, or read threads on Reddit about, you know, which faction do you choose? You can debate that till you're blue in the face, but then when you play survival mode, you suddenly realise, yeah, there's also that one, no fast travel puts everything in a different light. So whatever you decide to choose, staying on good terms with a certain set of people for as long as possible is always going to be a good decision. I think you know what I'm saying. So even if you ultimately decide to go with a different faction, you want to avoid pissing off certain people for as long as possible, just because, yeah, they grant benefits that you won't take for fucking granted. And I am fucking overloaded with crap. Extra fantasy, do you have any hopes and dreams for the Division 2? Crikey, that's a loaded question. I will answer that one. I'm just gonna have a bit of a drink first and probably snap my fucking legs because I'm very over encumbered. I'm probably going to make a video about the Division 2. Jesus, I'm going to try to change the subject again. I've just realised I think my next goal in this playthrough is I'm going to try and get to any of the bases in reach. Christ alive, nearly. For some reason, when I came here, it triggered a bunch of fucking attacks on my bases. And it's been... Jesus. I'm going to try and get to the slog. But I think a bunch of my bases have been fucked up because I was committed to coming here at that point. So, it was what it was. I'd already committed. I was just over the water there. As I got into the water, it started to say my bases are under attack. And while I've been here, I think 3 of my bases have been attacked. Some of them have defended themselves. Some of them haven't. So I have a feeling as we travel around, we're going to find a lot of fucked up bases. But let's get back to the mainland, and then we can decide what we're going to... Well, we can decamp and get up to the slog. But Extra Fantasy is asking about the Division 2. Yeah, I don't really have that many specific things I want. I just hope they really do learn from the lessons from Division 1. So Rupert says, 21 kiloton, I'm really sorry about that, Washi. He's a nice guy at heart, but a troll in the physical form. Oh, you know Washi, yeah? Then we'll say no more about it. And welcome, Washi. Yeah, don't worry, Soul Reaper. I honestly thought he was that Washi was just someone who'd come here to troll. As you can imagine, I have accrued a few enemies over the time I've been a YouTuber, but yeah, don't worry, all good. I'm seeming hesitant here. It's just there's a very good chance I'm gonna drown trying to walk across there. Let's just double check I'm in the right direction. Sarah says, I told them to come hang out and show you some love, and this is what I get for it. You can't be your brother's keeper, but thank you for owning that one. Sorry, but don't worry, man, everything's good. And thank you for the follow, Washi. Thank you, Soul Reaper. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. Right, let's hope I don't fucking drown. Okay, hey. Yeah, I'm really not answering this question very well, but I like the Division 1. I mean, I know I rag on it all the time, but I wouldn't have spent this much time complaining about stuff if it wasn't something I did really love and care about. I do really love the Division 1. But the problem with the Division 1 is that so much of it's broken and needs fixing, and, you know, at its core, it's a fucking fantastic game that's not finished. And more than anything, I really hope they learn the lessons from the Division 1, and whatever they do with the Division 2, they just focus on, Christ almighty, I'm in a massive fucking dip. I'm going to try and get up there and try not to drown. I just hope they look at what has gone wrong with the Division 1, and whatever the fuck they do with the Division 2, I think they have the creative minds and the skills and the imaginations to come up with a great Division 2. It's avoiding the mistakes that's going to be the kicker. Stuff like managing PvE and PvP in a way so that they don't have to compete for the game, if you know what I mean. I am going to fucking drown. Am I going to drown? I'm going to drown. Oh, I got a splash of air there. Just going to make sure I am... Right, let's see if I can get over there. So yeah, it would be nice if they organised the game in a way where we didn't where balancing PvP didn't fuck PvE. It would be nice if they didn't have game-breaking exploits, because at the moment there are tons of game. I mean, I won't give details on my channel, and anyone with any sense won't let people know what they are and how to do them. But let's just say there are absolute game-breaking exploits at the moment, and if they became too public, and too many people started doing them, that would be PvP pretty much gone. Server problems, cheaping out on servers. Fantastic, I'm not going to die. I'm going to take this opportunity just to say hello, Mr. Mikey's. Mr. Mike says, good to see you streaming. Thank you very much, mate. I am determined to get into the habit of doing this, and the only way to get into the habit is to do it. So I've finished the night shift, and I thought, fuck it, I will test out Cal's new shiny setup, and just play a bit of Fallout. So yeah, in large part, I'm not really giving you a straight answer here, Extra Fantasy. Despite what, I know some people just think I'm a toxic moaner, but I actually think the Division's fucking fantastic. An example I always give is when you're doing the light zone bosses as a PvE player. Just going around doing the light zone bosses is fantastic. You know, particularly like if the weather is changing whilst you're doing it. You know, you can end up, you know, heading to the south of New York, and then a snowstorm and mist moves in, and you're killing the light zone bosses and sort of jogging around New York, and it's fucking brilliant. You know, I mean, it's the sort of gameplay that you could happily put on E3 on an E3 reveal and say, hey, this is the Division, and you'd be proud of it. There's so much that's good about the game. I'm sure in the Division 2, you know, the same creative minds will do great work. Fuck knows they've had enough time to do it, because apparently they've been doing it for 2 years. But I think what will make and break Division 2, and what's really important to me, is that they don't make the same howling fuck-ups that they made with the Division 1. And I'll be honest, there's no escaping the fact that a big part of the problem with the Division 1 is that there's too much talky and not enough fixy. Unfortunately, I think there was too much effort on trying to make the players feel happy rather than just fixing the fucking problems. And I don't think they've done themselves any favours by revealing the fact that they've been working on the Division 2 all along, because not only does that mean that all of these critical things haven't been fixed, you know, like we were promised, but they haven't been fixed whilst hundreds and hundreds of the Division developers have been working on a completely different project all along. And I think they're gonna struggle to regain the faith of the community. And when I say struggle, I mean they may well have let that ship sail. You know what I mean? It's. I don't think maybe it's fully dawned on them that the reveal about Division 2 and the fact that they've been working on it all along has kind of, in a lot of people's eyes, means basically the whole state of the game has been, to a degree, bullshit. Because all of this time they've been sitting there knowing that Division 2's been working on, not said a word about it. That's a big erosion of trust right there. And I'm not saying that they intentionally misled anybody, and these are decisions made by their corporate overlords. But nevertheless, how that's felt by the players is how it's felt by the players. Whose fault it is another issue. Extra Fantasy says, I just hope it's not a money-grabbing scheme like Destiny 2. And Rico says, hi mate, sorry I'm late. It's 1 AM here. Mate, no worries. I started a little bit early because I realised I was pretty tired, and there was a great danger that if I started too late,
growing well.
I'd get too tired before the end of the stream and have to finish early or something silly.
How much you did
but for those For those of you, Rico, who were here a minute ago, when I said one of my long-term supporters wanted to see me play a bit of Fallout 4, that is Rico right there, who's just joined us.
Thanks again. You risked your life out there.
So welcome, mate. He's Antipodean. He's in Australia, so hence the crazy time difference. On the plus side, though, it means that I don't, as a streamer who can't stream at a regular time, considering an awful lot of the people who follow my channel are neatly in 3 groups, which is America, Australia and Europe, and they're all on 3 different time zones. There is at least some benefit to the fact that I can't stream at the same time. But yeah, we were just discussing the Division 2. And yeah, I'm concerned that they're going to do I'll just whack the mic, sorry about that. I'm concerned they're going to do a Destiny 2. And I'm concerned that they're going to do it just because materially that's what they're set up to do. Mr. Mikey just says East Coast USA here, which I think you're minus. I think you're UK -6. So yeah, it's midday there, yeah, or coming up to midday. (1 PM). Oh, -5. Shit. Maybe that's because of our summertime. Berghoff said, would really like to see Division 2 be great, but I doubt it will be, and it will be the same shit all over again. Yeah, I guess in a nutshell, you've just said what I could spend 2 hours saying, which is, yeah, between that statement and what Extra Fantasy just said, yeah, I think you guys have just given the TLDR of what I'm about to say. I really want it to be great, and I really want to see the lessons learned from the first game, but I honestly think that with the best of intentions in the world, they're going to struggle not to do a Destiny 2 because the logistics of the situation is following in the footsteps of Destiny 2. They're taking an existing IP, taking it away, relaunching it, making the player base buy it again. They're going to be delivering a very different product. You know, on day one it's going to be the Division 2 minus all of the DLC content. It's going to feel like a big step back for everybody. And do you know what I mean? It's like intentions and feelings and all of that stuff, that's great, but the, you know, the military operation of the Division 2 is following an identical game plan to Destiny 2. So whatever their intentions, how the fuck are they going to do exactly the same thing and get a different result from Destiny 2? That's what I'm basically saying. Mark VRK, sorry for the long post, lol. YOLO, hi mate. Oh, I must have missed it. Is that on YouTube? And don't worry, mate. I enjoy reading, so long posts are good. Right, I need to unfuck myself. This is my pimp outfit. I need to see what I can quickly sell.
Don't really know these folks all that well. You want to do some trading?
Yes, I would like to do some trading.
Go ahead.
Oh no, fuck it, I want to do some bartering.
I'm sure I have
before my legs fall off.
Sure, let's take a look.
Great.
Where are we at? Fuck me, I'm so over encumbered. Rico says, Burgos says, what an outfit. Well, I'm a wasteland pimp. That's my charisma gear. I get really high charisma in that gear. And yes, it might look a tiny little bit weird, but I get high charisma. Rico says, glad you enjoyed the mega build I sent you, mate. Mate, I stuck a like on that video, mate. That was a big build. I was very impressed, actually. That was a days vanished. Must have vanished while you did that build. It was enormous. Well done, mate. Silent Sniper says, hello, love the videos, keep it up. Look forward to them. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right, let's buy some fucking junk. And buy whatever cheap junk we can quickly. I'm going to have to get an hour's kip and then try. We're going to have to try and get up the fucking slog somehow. I have a feeling that everywhere we go is going to be fucked. Right, Burkoff wins a cookie because he's clearly the only person who's reading the ticker at the bottom of the screen. Well done, Burkoff. And they don't. Sharks don't have an anus. I had to come up with some interesting factoids to put in my new ticker, and that one jumped out at me. They have is it a cloaca? Like the vampires in what's that vampire series? I have a horrible feeling that whilst I wasn't paying attention, I just took all of the junk out of there rather than put it in. And I did. Yeah, they don't have a separate urethra and anus. They have this one joint hole. A cloaca. Nobody says, I thought it was common knowledge that sharks have a cloaca. Well, you would think so, but it first came onto my radar during a discussion at work, and we know now. Right, I am gonna dump this crap. That probably didn't help. Sorry, I'm making such a meal out of this. I'm gonna keep that water and flog it. Nice to see the community have the same sense of humour as you, Kiloton. It's comforting. Comforting to me, probably disturbing to the authorities, but as long as we're happy. Right, I'm going to quickly decamp again, sell this shit, get the... Yes, mate, and
Mind a strong looking to buy?
This is a great danger of putting a named NPC in as a vendor in a shop, is that he'll want to have a little chat every time you trade, and sometimes when you're carrying a lot of gear, that little chat will mean your legs will snap while he's jibber jabbering. But yeah, and I mustn't forget I need to set up a what the fuck do you call it? A supply line between here and Spectacle Island. Yeah, Rico, I need to just get my shit together. And I'll do. I need to get my shit together quickly, which isn't what I'm particularly good at when I'm streaming. Right. Yeah, normally I never buy anything, any junk that says giddy up on it, because it's overpriced shit. But I just need to get this transaction. You know, I'm going to lose the money anyway, so it's like better to get some rubbish. Get some food down me. Quickly cook. Quickly cook what I can. Some of this meat's worth keeping for various reasons, for traps and stuff like that, but at this point in the game I am just going to cook it because it's also a ton of XP. Fast way to make a level up, and the next level is quite important to me because it gives me my superior scrapping. Silent Sniper, hi mate. Have you seen the overkill version of The Walking Dead, and what are your thoughts? No, I haven't. Is that what's the overkill version of The Walking Dead? Is that a special edition of the series Walking Dead? Because I've got to admit, I wanted Walking Dead to be the best TV show. Oh no, the game coming this year. Oh Christ, didn't mention what was the other one? State of Decay 2. That's another game I am looking forward to, even though I didn't play that much State of the Game. But I am looking forward to that game.
And I have choices you humans need to make regarding life and death must be quite a burden.
No, I will look that up.
Decided to play Tin Soldier, sir? A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Why not?
Wonderful. I look forward to traveling with you.
Oh, hang on, have I just recruited? I can't remember whether there was actually a supply line there. I think he was the supply line, wasn't he? In fact, I can find out because yes.
Looking to lighten your
Because I renamed some knuckle dusters. He's Warwick to Murkwater. Right, I need to dismiss him.
Yes, sir.
I need
Wait there.
I'll get yes. How can I assist?
Self-destruct. That is almost.
I no longer require your services.
I hope I've done nothing to offend you, sir. Have a pleasant journey.
Warwick to Murkwater. Right, Warwick to. Right. No, I've done that wrong. Hang on one sec. Right, so I need him here. And I need the supply line to Merkwater. Yeah, I'm fucked if I'm using robots again. If they're going to constantly come and try and communicate with me and then I'm going to end up sending them to the wrong fucking places, I'm fucked if I'm using robots as provisioners. Unless I use them from a central location. Silent Sniper says, I'll say from the trailers that they're keeping to a theme that's based off the series and graphics look great. I'd be quite... I don't know what format the game is, but I'd be... I mean, it's zombies. Any game with zombies is gonna have a good head start. So yeah, in principle, I'm already interested. I'll tell you what. If you can stick a link to that game on my Twitter, that would be grand. So I would. And fuck it, I'm gonna. Let's grab this shit. Silent Sniper says, I'll PM it to you here. Oh, nice one. Thank you, mate. Thank you. And that work, I can look it up. Fuck me, I am really over fucking burdened here. Really don't know whether to put a scope on this thing. This rifle is well handy. It's well handy because of the freeze time effect. But fuck it, I'm going to quickly put the scope back on it.
Yeah.
Long recon. Right, let's gotta get my shit together. Who is that guy? Right, I can't be fucking around. I gotta get a move on. See, this is the thing with survival. I gotta get from there to there. I can't fast travel. I gotta go on foot. And getting around here is gonna be a party. Just Christ. Well, there's nothing to do but try. Just can't see a really. Where's Diamond City? Diamond City. Fucking hell. Anyone who's played this game's probably looking at this and thinking, right, I'm on the clock to get to the slog. Fuck it, I'm gonna try, but I think probably the best thing for me to do is base hop. Travel from base to base. Actually, nah, fuck it. Nordhagen Beach is fucked up, so I really need to get there as well. I think I just need to go and just track north as best I can, try and not to get fucked up on the way. Rico says there's no quick way, mate. Get walking. Yeah, I sadly think you're right. I can't remember if I fucked those guys up or not, but... Fuck. Right, 30 rounds left of my favourite ammo. Ah, bones. Bones is the stuff of life because you can make glue from it. Berghoff says I haven't played this game in over a year. It's still golden. It's still one of those games where I can this game or the Fallout games and Kingdom Come Deliverance, that kind of games that I can just keep coming back to, and you know, days will disappear. Oh yeah, talking of the ticker, I'm pretty sure I did put this on the ticker. I'm quite pleased with how the ticker's working, actually. It was an idea I suggested to Cal because I just thought it'd be a good idea that if there's stuff coming up, I can just stick it in the ticker and then the information will be there as needed. But I did put in the ticker that there's rumours. I haven't had time to investigate these fully, but apparently there's rumours of that at E3, but Bethesda are going to do some reveal about doing a remastered version of Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Now, I don't know if this is just misinformation, because, you know, it's E3 and often people do disinformation campaigns to hide leaks and shit like that. But I don't know if anyone else has heard anything about this. Yeah, sorry, Sniper. We've got this where I think it is. Yes. Got no links at the moment, mate. Just for security reasons. You DM me or. Local says I'm old enough to say I love Fallout 1 when it came out in the late 90s. I actually miss Fallout 1, mate. I know people who swear blind by that game, and I have actually bought Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, but I just not managed to get them to run properly on.
Hey there.
Oh, all done?
A rig.
Yep. You're gonna have to give me something.
But yeah, I've heard players wax lyrical about the first Fallout games.
Thanks for taking care of our business
religiously.
there.
June sends her thanks.
That June is a doll, and her Mirelurk cakes are the most far-out thing I have ever tasted.
Just so you know, I will be checking your work. The cats won't take credit for shoddy craftsmanship.
So he had the skills to spiff up the Warwick pump.
Yeah.
Should we rustle his jimmies with something else?
Oh, fuck me, I'm such a dick. I've just triggered a battle, haven't I?
What just happened?
Such a bellend. Shit. Right, I'm gonna have to focus on this for a sec, guys. She's gonna fucking blow. Just gonna get some meds on me. Right. A chopper I should have. Fucking door. Thank you very much.
Take him out. How many bullets?
Fuck me, this is going south fairly quickly. Yeah, I'll catch up with chat when if I don't die.
No one panic.
Ah. Oh, fucking classic. Classic Fallout. NPC runs in front of me when I throw that grenade. I hope they haven't gone fucking hostile on me. No. They're a forgiving bunch. No, fucking shit. The shit legendaries I've got on this playthrough is unfucking believable. Just catch up with chat quickly if you guys don't mind me pausing the game. Bagel says Fallout 2 was also good, but Fallout was something special when it came out. Yeah, the context, you can't forget the context of those games, because when they came out, if you sort of look at the sort of games, I've seen some documentaries about what was around when they came out. I mean, they were totally groundbreaking. I mean, you know, even I think Fallout 3 was really groundbreaking, but there was just nothing else like it around. Mark VRK says the good old days of drinking in the hub and gore hunting in the Necropolis. I really, if they're thinking of bringing out a remastered version of Fallout 3, then hopefully I'm going to take that just in case. Hopefully they'll do a remastered version of the first games, because I mean they really need to be remastered. I mean they won't run on a lot of fuck me, I killed Roxy. Oops. Sorry, Roxy. I mean, even Fallout 3 now, I think you've got to spam that game up, and right, I really fucked that up. They're very hard to run on certain systems. I think Windows is it Fallout 3 won't run with Windows 10, and right, I'm going to use this cabinet. I'm going to assume this cabinet is safe storage. I need to offload this shit and get a move on and try not to kill any more friendlies. Yeah, recently someone was telling me that they got Fallout 3 and they just couldn't get the damn thing to run. Mini nukes weighing me down. Christ, what am I carrying? I think it's just the sum totality of lots of little bits of crap. Yeah, 8 fusion cores probably doesn't help, but they're too valuable to just fucking leave. Fuck it, we'll just risk drug addiction and all the rest of the associated problems. We had a captain down here, have we? We shot someone down here. Get back to that cupboard, dump this shit. I won't lie, it's times like this where I do wish there was like a saviour snaps mechanism. I.e. you didn't have to sleep. I'm not even sure there is a bed here. Yeah, you've got to be really careful with Fallout. I forgot that radio was there. When I post this up, I will have to be very careful to get rid of that music because Fallout videos are the music is not, how can I put it? The music, the rights for the music in Fallout games are exclusive to the game. So if you're a content creator, if you're a content creator, you don't have rights to the music. So if you post anything up, got your dysfunctional DJ, follow back. Right, that's my homework for after the show. Fantastic, thank you very much for that, mate. And Silent Sniper, do remind me who you are on the other account, because I find it very difficult to track people across multiple names on multiple accounts. So if it ever seems like I've forgotten the reference of who you are, do remind me, because everybody has 3 names on the internet, and it's very easy for me to get confused about who's who. So yeah, just assume that I've got carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh god, that's going to be fucking hostile, isn't it? Oh, it has to be hostile. Everything about this journey to the slog is going to be a nightmare, I can tell. But yeah, the music, be careful, the music in this game, like in a lot of games these days, they only buy the rights to the music for the purposes of the game, and content creators just get fucked. Silent Sam says, yes, that's my Twitch, my Twitter. What other games are coming out this year? What happened to Mr. Fucky? Did he just fall through the terrain? Am I going fucking mad? Fuck it, we gotta get him. Gotta get a move on. Have a look here. Any free stuff? Oh, what a horror show. Fuck it, let's get to the shore. The only way forward is through. Crikey, it's one of these machines. And for components. Are these machines, Flamenzi might know if he's here, these, or anybody who's, or Rico, anyone who's familiar with the game, are these machines random encounters? I always seem to like bump into them and then never find them again. Are these actually randomly located, or am I just very bad at finding them? Right. Let's check this map. Right, I'm going to track a little bit west, because I have at least cleared to Mercer. Sorry, I have cleared to Jamaica Plain.
Is someone there? I can hear you. Get me out of this thing.
Oh, fuck me.
Is someone in there?
Let me out!
Shit, right? Am I about to pick? I am about to pick up a quest.
You still there?
Let me out!
Who are you?
My name is Billy. Please, I've been trapped in here for so long.
Let me open the door for you.
Yes, it's been so long. The door is stuck. You're gonna have to shoot it off.
My legs are so stiff. Really bright out. I haven't seen the sun in so long.
Right. If I just leave Billy here, will he still be here when I get back? Because I really just want to get moving. Does anybody know? I do really like this. I do really like this quest, but I don't. Oh, I can't leave the kid here.
So, what's the story with you and that fridge?
It happened so long ago, back before everything got wrecked. When I heard the sirens, I tried to find someplace safe. When everything started to shake and fall apart, I just crawled inside. When it got quiet again, I tried to get out, but there isn't a handle on the inside. I just want to go.
I hate to tell you this.
Fuck me! I should have walked. I should have walked.
Your parents are probably dead.
Dead? You really think so? Then I'm all alone. Who's going to take care of me? You?
I've never actually thought about having the kid come along as a sidekick. Why not?
You can travel with me, see the world, or what's left of it.
So you think I should give up trying to find my parents?
No. You should look for your parents.
Then let's go to Quincy. I gotta find
Oh,
out what happened
fuck's
to my
sake.
mom and dad.
I wonder, is Billy going to follow me around? Is Billy essential? Look, Billy, I really want to help you out, and I'm going to, but we need to go on a little trip first. Just have a quick look at chat. Rika said he found the same thing. Ahmed said, hey, Killer Son, do you think they'll deliver a Fallout 5? If so, where do you think it will be located? There will definitely be a Fallout 5. I think it will be a long way off. And I have no idea. That's genuinely, I have no idea. But the one thing that Bethesda have a track record for with all of their big franchises is they never rush them to market. It was years between New Vegas and Fallout 4, and they know people will mod the shit out of this game. And because there's so much modding going on, the game will last for a long, long time. So I think they're in no rush to release the next Fallout game. And also there's stuff they want to do differently, because they want to try and take Fallout in the direction that Fallout 4 went with, you know, better engine and better combat and stuff like that. But they want better questing and NPC dialogue options and questing dialogue options. So I think they're going to spend a lot of the time at the drawing board trying to work out how to get it right. And they may well test stuff out in other ways. Because you know, this is more crystal ball than anything else, but I always had this hunch that they used Rage, the first Rage game, as a proof of concept for certain things about Fallout 4. There were these little things in Rage, and I just thought, are you testing this out for Fallout 4? So yeah, there will be intermediate games long before Fallout 5 comes out. If I see Fallout 5 within 3 years, I'd be really surprised. Rico says those iBots resource things are not random, but you can craft them. Silent Sniper says it's random. I've left and come back. They've been there, or you have to find them again. So basically, I've just got really bad sense of direction, which comes as no surprise. Rico says to finish the kid in the fridge, you need to head back the way you came. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and take him to the slog and hope that he's an essential character and he's just going to follow me around. I mean, if he helps me, I'll help him, but I'm fucked. I'm honestly fucked if I'm going into fucking Quincy. Jeez, I mean, that's straight. That would mean I'll be back further back. In fact, let's just have a quick look at the quest on the map. Yeah, that's the other side of the fucking Quincy ruins. Fuck that. That's fucking dangerous, that area. That kid's had it. He's coming north with me. He's my new sidekick. Burkoff is laughing at me because I have Billy to take care of, and I thoroughly deserve the laughing. And Ahmed says Fallout 4 was the first of the series I ever played. Kind of want to try Fallout 3, but because it's older, not sure. Well, if the Fallout 3, it's time to keep an eye on the rumours. If the Fallout 3 remastered rumour turns out to be true, then fantastic. Yeah, that'll be a perfect opportunity to play Fallout 3. I mean, it's going to be... Oh, fuck. Another quick look at the map. Fallout 3 is going to be pretty clunky. The game itself's going to be great, but it's probably going to be a little bit clunky to play by today's standards if you can get it running on your rig. That's the big problem. Depending on what version you're running, you might have to run it within an emulator or download mods for it to get it to work. But I think there's also some talk of doing a Fallout 3 in Fallout 4 mod where they're going to try and use the Fallout 4 engine and completely make Fallout 3 running on this engine. But I've heard that's run into all sorts of complications with rights and music and stuff like that. Yeah, I've not seen any of. I've not actually really checked out mods for Fallout 4 yet. Oh fuck me, universe! I really am making. I am making an enormous meal out of this. This is right. University. I'm fucked if I'm going into University Point. Yeah, that's University Point. I know that.
This is the right way.
Yes, come on, Billy. This is definitely the right way. Due north. Due north 50 miles. That's exactly where you need to go. Right. Not going in there because there's... You know what?
We're going the wrong way. You weren't taking me
It's
home
not great
party.
timing. Is there a bed in here? Is there a bed in here? Does anyone remember if there's a bed in here? Billy, people are trying to give me some very bad advice. I have a feeling there's going to be a machine gun turret in this room, if I remember correctly. Or some fucking ghouls or something. Is there a bed? That's the important thing. Yeah, there's two ways in, mate. There's this entrance you find by random near University Point. Right, you were assuming I wanted to kill poor little Billy. I would never be so mean. Well, I can hear fucking ghoul. There's a fucking ghoul near here. I think. I think he's going to become an invaluable member of the team. There's not going to be a bed in here. No, there's not going to be a bed in here, is there? That would just be too fucking easy. Soap. Right, let's see what crap we can offload. Just have a quick look at chat. But Berghoff, have faith. At the very least, he'll be an invaluable decoy that other people can shoot at. So in his own small way, he will be contributing to the overall welfare of me. I am... Fuck me, I wish I had played a bit more Fallout 4 recently and I could remember what the fuck's in here. Where the fuck is the way through here? Blind. Or does this not open up until... Does this not open up until I've come through the other way or something? Am I being thick? Yeah, I have a feeling he'll probably just clump around and attract unwanted attention, but you know, he's part of the team now. But yeah, Armoured, there's two ways in. There's this way. There's this way, and then there's the other way through some kind of quarry. But I'm pretty sure it was through here, but for whatever reason I can't get through at the moment. So I'm wondering whether until you've actually unlocked the quest from the other side, that door doesn't open up. But come what may, I need to have a... I need to drink some water, get some food in me, and then we need to crack on to the slog. Rico says $20 you shoot him because he won't shut the fuck up. I'm not prepared to take that bet. I'd say that's even money at the moment. Right. I want to fucking save. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Right, let's box round University Point because it's full of fairly, I think fairly significantly hefty. Have you tried kneeling, you fucking idiot? Jesus, yeah, I'm definitely not taking that bet. Yeah, University Point's definitely defended. Ah, we all know who he is. Well, some of us do. Hello, Art.
That thing was wearing my face.
Oh, I'd love to tell you the backstory of Art, but he's a random encounter, and if you're familiar with it, you'll know who Art is, and if you're not, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Yeah, University Point, I think, it's defended by 6 robots. Please, hope I am where I think I am. Yes, I am. Right, hopefully there's if I remember correctly, there's a bed up here, so I can grab some shut-eye. I think there's some nice... I'm going to leave that there for now, because it's probably not pimped up. Right. I need to crash to save the game.
I hope we find out what happened to my...
If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook.
my mom and dad.
This
I guess I was in that fridge for a really long time.
Right. No, I'm fucking sure I've been here before. Well, I must have been here before, because there's not enemy here. Well, that changes everything. The slog successfully defended itself, so I guess little Billy is going to get his. See, we did care about you all along, Billy.
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army.
Straight up. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Quincy Ruins. It's not a place you get stuck in lightly. One thing that does disturb me on this playthrough is I can't remember why I don't have any. Why I don't have any companions with me. I'm wondering if I used one of the robots as to set up a supply line, but it does disturb me. I can't remember. It was a while back that I played on this playthrough.
At least the stars look the same.
We're gonna have to figure out. I could really where my companions. I need to figure out where my companions are because I could frankly really use one. Why the f is this other quest coming from? Why am I getting multiple markers, quest markers? Give me a... Talk to Billy, that's why.
Hey, Billy.
Are you sure this is the right way? I hope it doesn't take too long to get to my house.
You know what? I can't actually remember. This is by. I've been to Diamond City. I'm sure I would have picked up Piper. Because I think she's one of the. At the risk of sounding like a pervert, I think she's one of the hottest companions. I'm sure I wouldn't have left her for good reason. But I literally have picked this player. The last time I played this was on stream, which was a way back. Right, so That is there. I want to try and box around the whole of Quincy Ruins. Wondering which way is it. Yeah, armoured. Vault 88. There's, I can't remember. There's some kind of quarry there, and Vault 88. That entrance is somewhere, I think, around here. But you have to kind of go right down in, clear the whole quarry, and then it's like in something obscure back sort of entrance area, right down in the belly of the beast. Oh, motherfucker. This is never going to be... Legendary Murloc King. Fucking fabulous.
Hit me!
I'm sorry, I'm gonna cheese this. I'm going straight for the I'm going straight for the cheese option with
Fucking cat!
straight for the cheese option with the psycho there. I'm not fucking around with a legendary Murloc King. He is not something I'm going to take on very easily. Oh, not an entirely shit weapon, but not as good as the one I've got. Well, don't go to Vault 88. That is a shit fight.
Totally wrecked.
Yeah, that's going to be a total sidetrack. It's when you want to go and do that quest, it's a good place to go, but it's not something you just go to check out because that's a big. It's a big clear out. You know what I mean? That's a place you go with empty bags. You go and clear it out, and then you limp home carrying tons of equipment. Now, the easy way is having the space alien laser you find outside the map. I've got the alien... Oh, there it is. For Armored's benefit, that quarry over there. And that is a big scrap, and I'm going to avoid it today. I can hear the crackling of gunfire over there, but I'm going to box around that entire base. I'm going to have to try and box around Quincy. Yeah, I'm going to box around Quincy, the whole of Quincy. There's a ton of hardcore fuckbags there, and I just can't be arsed to fight them. This is, of course, the other big difference between playing on survival and not playing on survival. If you're playing on normal and you can fast travel, you'll be like, oh, that looks interesting, I'll check that out. Oh, I've got 4 bags. And you'll just go on your map. Oh, fuck me, sideways. I am fucked. shit. Right. What weapon have I got? I wish I brought a shotgun. Okay, that will fucking do.
Hey, Billy.
I feel kind of stupid for getting locked inside of that fridge.
What does Billy want to constantly talk to me, but then won't let me talk to him? Fuck me sideways.
Hi.
Cute kid. Is he for sale?
Ooh, is he for sale?
For the right price, yeah.
Please, don't sell me to this guy.
I'll give you 200 caps right now.
Oh, I'm so tempted, but I honestly need the 200 caps. So, and this guy seems like a fuck shit, and frankly, I think I'd rather kill this dude. I hate gunners.
Never. Billy stays with me.
Suit yourself.
Thanks, mister. You're all right. Me.
Straight in the body armor. Well, I'm pretty sure he's going to come and get me. Shit, why does it's actually... We turned off swear. We turned off all swearing censorship. For some reason, it still asked me to approve the word cunt. Right, let's drop off more crap with these dudes here. Can I get away with a beer? Ah, I'm gonna have to. Yes. By beer I meant not IRL, I meant in-game because it boosts my strengths and will give me just enough. Was everybody running out here? Bit late. Then again, I guess I did. Someone killed Peepers. Where were we? Can't understand normal thinking, or remember that one. Right, let's dump even more crap in this cupboard. Yeah, that crippling 10mm pistol is actually not bad early game. Something like that is not bad because obviously shooting for the legs is always a good tactic. But I've already got the deliverer, and the deliverer is just too. The deliverer is. I mean, I personally wish they'd rebalance that because it's just too powerful. It uses barely any action points. It has high damage. It's a pistol, so you can literally, through VATS, you can just destroy using that. The only downside is you can destroy a little bit too effectively, and if you're in power armor, you using VATS uses up your the fusion cores, so you can quite quickly actually completely burn an entire fusion core. Oh, I didn't get my Atom Cat. Sorry about the beeping in the background. The Atom Cat's jacket. I'll come back for that. I'll come back for that. Alright, I'll go and speak to the Atom Cats and get some more stuff to carry. In fact, given my track record of dealing with these guys and getting them fucking killed, it's probably a good idea to talk to them while there's still some of them alive.
Hey.
Gunners! Those wet rags keep trying to get their mitts on our suits. It's you, Jack? You slayed! Today, some cats were lost. But we would all be taking the long nap if you hadn't been there.
It was no big deal.
No. You are out of sight. And a friend of the cats in my book. You have full reign of our digs. And, you know, I can get you hooked up with a little discount around here, yeah? Finally, the holy grail for anyone who knows what's cool in the Commonwealth. Your very own Atom Cat's jacket. Wear it well, Jack.
I do like the Atom Cats. Who is the vendor? Yeah, good point.
Hey.
You want to spiff up your power armor? You've come to the right place. The Atom Cats have the most far-out mods this side of the apocalypse.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Fuck me, $5,000. Not a lot of money, but I'm going to get out of my power armor because then I'll get the. Don't go away, Rowdy. Don't go away. My little legs are gonna fucking break. Oh. I only get my charisma. I only get my charisma bonus when I'm out of my power armor. But obviously, when I'm out of my power armor, I'm massively over encumbered.
You.
You know what fires me up?
Oh yeah, I'm
A
pissed.
new piece for my suit. How about it?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
See, that face, that is pimp sexiness right there. What can I sell? 38 rounds, don't need those. It does. The charisma of this character, it just oozes down the screen like pus. These are not rounds I'm going to be using in a hurry. Where possible, if I make a big payout like this, I like to at least see what I can flog to take the sting out of the purchase. So I will look through my crap just to see. What I can get rid of. I mean, do I need that many stim packs? Well, given how I've played today, maybe. Don't need 5 robot repair kits. Cats never use them. Silent Sniper says, FYI, that paint is the Flames paint. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That'll do it. Right, since I've now got Billy in tow, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to eat a grilled ragstag, load up on whatever the fuck I can from that cupboard, and I'm going to go back to, what's that base called? Go back to Warwick. I'm going to go back to Warwick and set up a provisioner and go to sleep. Fuck me, I've got a lot of crap in here. Let's leave it. Right. Come on, killer. I don't know how many you can pick up, but I'm sure I saw some article on Fallout 3 where, I think it was Fallout 3, someone demonstrated that if you went around and picked up all of these quests where you get a temporary follower, I think someone managed to get something like 11 followers at the same time, because they just went and they would just target the quests where you had to pick up a temporary follower, and they would never complete them. So you always had this like entourage of people following you around. Right. Oh, motherfucker. Right, the beer's worn off, so now I'm over encumbered. Let's have some more whiskey. I'm pretty sure by the time this playthrough's over, I'm going to be... I think I am fucking addicted to a bunch of stuff. Let's have a quick look at my stats. Right, got fucking parasites. Actually not doing too badly. Have I got any antibiotics? I've done pretty amazingly well with my luck on alcoholism and drug addiction, considering I've been, last couple of hours I've been pounding drugs and booze. I'm quite surprised I haven't got addicted to something. Motherfucker. Right, I'm going to get to Warwick. There you go, Billy. There's a toy for you to play with. It's the little beeping thing. If you see any more of those little beeping things with a flashing orange light, Billy, pick them up for me. There, I have to say, those random mines are a thing of fucking beauty. They will get randomly placed, so you'll cross through an area and there won't be one, and then when you cross back, you know, the next day, there might be a mine there, and it does make you fucking jump. Right, fucking Christ. Where are we at? What's the time? Right, 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, he's keen. Let's see what they got here. Right. G. Cooper says, hello, how are things? Hey, mates. I'm good, thank you, dude. Hope you're well, too. Time to take Billy to his parents. The kid is scared and sad. Well...
Yes. Bullet! He's dead!
What? Bit delayed there, Billy. Right, I need to just think for a second. I need to... Spectacle to Warwick. Right. This will make sense in a minute.
My parents used to fight a lot, but not anymore. I'm glad they stopped.
Man, those buildings are totally wrecked.
I'm going to set up that provisioner now, but I do need to offload some shite.
I guess Cindy is probably dead too. She lived on my block.
So my legs don't continue breaking. Lots of people saying in chat, Rage, how you doing, mate? 6 in the morning, perfect time to drink enough liquor to make an AA meeting blush and fist fights and death claws. Every day is beer o'clock in the wasteland. Well, he's a ghoul child. That's depressing in itself. I don't know, man. They're practically immortal. I mean, I don't know of any in the Fallout games. I've not seen any ghoul die of old age yet. So, yeah, it's a bit like that. It's a bit like that philosophical conundrum about being a vampire. On one level, it would suck, but then, you know, immortality. You know, it's a trade-off there. But yeah, it's not great from a visual appearance point of view. I mean, I'd happily make the trade, but Trinity is still on the table to kill Billy. For those of you who've just joined us, I have to help a small child get to his parents, and it's a very sad story. And the mood is somewhat elevated by the fact that the guys are running a sweepstake because they want me to shoot Billy in the head. Right, there should be some guy who sticks out here like a sore thumb.
You want to talk to the Warwicks.
Let's find a guy who looks like he's the guy. Right.
Yes.
Just double check my inventory. Sorry for the fucking spectacle to Warwick.
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Right. Let's take his shit. Let's give him some decent clothes. And by decent, I mean... equip, farmhand clothes. Yeah, it's a bit RP, but the guy's earned it. Oh man, I thought I had a combat helmet for the guy. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I always keep knuckles on me, and I rename the knuckles to useful information and then put them on certain people, because then it reminds me who they are and what they're doing, and it's just a great little cheat. that helps you do away with the mod. I'm just going to see if I've got a helmet in here I can... Metal helmet might have to do. Right, we've got left leg. Left leg. Always fucking the same way. Right arm. Which one have I got? Right, we've got right arm. We've got left arm. We've got left leg. No right leg. I'm never going to fucking remember this by the end, but there you go. Apparel, right. This will all fucking make sense eventually.
Mind a strong drink.
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure thing.
I believe ghouls are still capable of dying, but they'll be like thousands of years before they do. Rage, yeah, that's how I understand the law. That then they are not immortal, but they can, well, like vampires, they are not immortal, but they can still die. They can die from physical harm. And I don't know how long they last, but it's a very long time from what I understand. Right, this guy's pretty pimped now. He's missing one bit of armor on his leg.
Everything is so different out here.
But if I move him to spectacle,
It's like a big...
and before he leaves the base, set him up to a... This is Warwick, yeah? Yes, fucking finally. Right. You know what? I'm just going to take all of that and I'll put it all in, sort this all out in here. Go and have a nap. Fuck me, this is turning into a, unfortunately turning into a bit of a crap management session. Sorry about that. I'll leave that dress here because eventually there'll be prostitutes here who need nice clothes. Mini nukes just too fucking heavy to fuck around with. Raid says, looks like I need to get myself a drug mule to carry all your shit. Yeah, it's got a bit silly actually. I did this big run around
There aren't any groceries.
and unlocked all of this, unlocked all of these bases and stuff, but it has resulted in me on the fly collecting all sorts of crap. I mean, look at this weapon. All sorts of crap. Actually, no, I want to keep that. And I've just kind of kept going. And now I'm massively overloaded. And I'm in the middle of nowhere. And I appear to have adopted a small child. But Let's dump as much shit as we can, and then we'll go and drop off little Billy. Can't even be asked. Will he sell it?
Hey there.
I'm sure I have something you need.
I'm sure
I'll
you
take a
do.
look. Sure.
Great.
No, you don't. Do you? Right, I'm going to dump this water. Oh, fuck. Right, let's go and have a fucking kip. Get Billy to his parents. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm only sighing. I'm only sighing because I'm just kind of thinking, shit. And I'm not sure how much you guys want to see me fuck around with inventory. Right. I'm gonna while I sleep, I'm gonna quickly catch up with chat, and I'm gonna refill my vape. But yeah, Rage. I can't even remember exactly what state I was in when I finished this playthrough last time I streamed. And for some reason I came up with the logic of not having a companion. I think I may have pimped up one of the robots, but then at some point set the robot up as a provisioner out of convenience or desperation. So I've just sort of like logged into this game after a couple 6 weeks maybe, can't remember, and it's been like I'm right far down south, I'm carrying tons of crap, I'm overloaded, a long way from home, I'm on survival so I can't fast travel, and without any companion to help me. So I'll probably off stream have a little bit of a tidy up sesh where I just run around, grab a companion, ferry this stuff somewhere. But yeah, this is kind of like at the end of a long run of exploration and opening bases, and it's pretty much the time where it's like it's time to go home for tea and medals, get back to Sanctuary, spend a few days just sipping beer on the porch and feeling good about your accomplishments. Ape Mech says Kiloton, when do we get to see the face behind the voice? I'm not actually going to stream with a camera. I personally think it will just end up with me sooner or later just masturbating live on stream like the other streamers. But I do have an idea for a little cam insert, but I will keep you posted. Rike says, why don't you let chat decide what happens to Billy? Because I'm pretty sure you want to kill Billy. But no, in all seriousness, if work saw me streaming, I'm pretty sure I'd lose my job.
You should be commended for a job well done. Whatever it is we're
And I'd like to be able to walk down the street anonymously if it's all the same. For obvious, given the nature of my content, I think it'd be quite nice to not get recognised walking to the shop. But yeah, I mean, I think some people are kind of comfortable with being on camera when they're streaming, but I personally don't particularly find it very appealing. And I do prefer the anonymity. But yeah, I'll be honest, Sniper. Regardless of the streaming, I'm sorry you miss your mum. I'm pretty anti webcams anyway. I've always thought webcams are sinister. It's like all joking aside, I don't know why anybody would put a fucking a camera up at their desk in their room that's controlled by an entirely hackable PC. You know, I've always found that alien. Like, long before I did anything to do with content creation, I always found it really odd that people were so willing to just stick a camera up there that was entirely controlled by whatever apps or programs they had running on their computers. I mean, it's all coming out now that my paranoia was justified, because obviously it's now turning out that all sorts of apps and people like Google have been recording what everybody's saying and doing anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't voluntarily stick a camera in my on my desk. But maybe that's just me and my tinfoil hat. Nobody says I only do a face cam when I'm in a suit. Probably very wise. Why am I detected? Silent Sniper, I was a radio DJ in Hollywood, and I will not use a webcam as I want my privacy. Nah, fair play, mate. I absolutely respect that. Fuck. Let's go for the... Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm into this for the, it's going to sound a bit of a contradiction, but, I think some people want to be celebrities as well, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'm someone who is into the content. You know what I mean? I didn't get into this because it's like, oh, look at me, I want to be famous. I'm quite happy to say my bit, and at the risk of sounding like a pretentious twat, I see what people mean now when they say, I just want it to, my work to talk for itself, if you know what I mean. The whole celebrity side of it, no thank you. Do MySpace streaming, no one will find you there. Fuck me, that came up, some comedian the other night was doing, doing some comedy sketch about MySpace. He was like, just basically taking the piss out of the fact that he was so out of touch with modern technology that he was still on MySpace. Although I'll be honest, given how everything's gone in recent years, suddenly MySpace is looking quite pleasant and innocent. Silent Sniper says, hey, the voice is just as famous and still keeps you from getting bombarded. Yeah, I think it's the content that I want people to be interested in. I can't remember what is around here, but I'm pretty sure there are some bad guys on that building. By the way, I can't remember the name of the NPC I wasted earlier. But I'm pretty sure he comes. Actually, that's a point. I'm gonna have a quick vape because I'm pretty sure those fuckers come back any second.
Son, is that really you?
It's me. It's really me.
Oh my god! We thought you were dead. What happened to you? You're all burned up like me.
We're ghouls, Billy. The radiation changed us. Looks like it did the same thing to you.
Don't worry about it, Billy. Your dad and I don't care what you look like. We still love you.
I love you too, Mom. I missed you guys. It's been so long.
I have a feeling the second I speak to that guy, I trigger a fucking attack. Ooh, money, which I can't steal. See, Billy, I said I'd get you here. Not like these mean people that are trying to pay me $20 to pop you one in the cranium. Rage DMX says quality content is getting fairly scarce nowadays. Silent Sniper says you can say that again. It's really bad. I try not to talk too much just because most streamers are rambling about fuck all in the first place. It ruins the gameplay at times. Yeah, I actually know a streamer who doesn't talk at all.
Thank you for bringing us back our little boy and saving
I mean,
us from that man.
Right, I better speak to this guy. I'm no one to talk because I've only just started streaming, and I'm making it up as I go along. But one thing I have noticed is that there's a couple of very prominent streamers who very early on got into this habit of kind of going, "Oh God, whoa, whoa," and just making fucking stupid noises all the way through whatever they're doing. And I've noticed that's quite fashionable. You've occasionally come across these random streams, and all the person's doing is going, "Oh my God, oh," and they might be playing fucking Tetris or something, but they'll just be artificially making themselves make these exciting noises. I don't know, maybe it's really appealing to 7-year-olds, but I don't know. It reminded me of kids entertainers at children's parties. I'd be a good kids entertainer. I could teach them to swear.
Don't just stand there.
I'm glad we found you.
Thank you, Silent Sniper.
Take this. I wish I had.
Very nice of you to say. I'll be honest. Like whenever I try and do it like the professionals do it never works anyway. The only time anybody likes anything I do is if I just don't give a fuck. That's the secret that I found is just don't give a fuck. Just don't try and be like successful people. Just don't give a fuck. Just be yourself. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't like it, they don't like it. But yeah, don't try and copy someone else's winning formula, because by definition someone else is already doing that formula and they're winning at it, and you'll never be anything but a cheap imitation. I think all of these, but like I said, it's I'm the last person who should be offering up advice on YouTube and Twitch, considering I've barely been in the game very long, and on Twitch I've only but just started. You know what? Rage said the whole William Shatner overreacting in streams video came from fucking PewDiePie. I will try and find a link, but there are these. In fact, I'm just going to check that I'm hydrated. I found these Swedish comedians, and they did this really brilliant sketch, and it was a fake movie trailer for PewDiePie, the biography, and it's fucking hysterical. It's like done like a Hollywood trailer, and it's just all about can they get him to sort of shout. Fuck me, it's something like Freudian entertainment. Let me have a quick look. I'll just see if I can quickly find this, because it was as funny as. Fuck me, I will I don't know if I'm pronouncing. I don't know. Do you pronounce PewDiePie properly? Am I pronouncing PewDiePie properly? Freudian Slip Productions. Right, Freudian Slip Productions. If you want to get on YouTube and look up Freudian Slip Productions and check out their PewDiePie official trailer, It is very good. It is very funny stuff. Oh, I'm glad you like my Division content. I mean, you know, I mean, I've just pretty much, I just listen to the things people are grumbling about, and then I just put it in a video. It's a fairly simple formula, because, you know, so many of the content creators are, you know, and good for them. You know, they want to keep things positive, and they just want to focus on the good stuff. But at the same time, somebody's going to stick their hand in the air and say, hang on a minute, this is fucking broken and you said you'd fix it 6 months ago. And that's pretty much all I do, is just I listen for the stuff that people are pissed off about and just make sure it gets mentioned. Because if nobody mentions it, it's, you know, let's face it, if nobody complained about anything, nothing would ever get fixed, because fixing stuff costs money. Raid says the episode with Matt Higby has to be one of my favourites. I got to admit, I did enjoy that one. I won't lie. I mean, the thing is, in Matt, never thought I'd be defending Matt Higby, but the thing with Matt is, that's what he does. You know, I don't personally blame Matt Higby for, you know, for the loot crate thing. Because it's worth remembering that he got hired. Matt Higby does Matt Higby. That's what he does. He does loot crates. You know, that's his specialism, is extracting money from video games. He's just like a shark. You know, he's not good or bad. You know, it's not an ethical thing with him. He's just a shark. That's what he does. He doesn't think about the things he's eating. He's in the business of extracting money from video games. The villains in that scenario were the people who decided to introduce, you know, the business managers that decided to introduce pedo gambling into a game, full stop, and also into a game that promised not to have them. You know, so I don't have any ill will for Matt Higby. He's just doing what Matt Higby does. But the issue is they should never have coined him. Sorry, they should have never have hired him. Oh yeah, you've coined the phrase pedo box and pedo gambling. Thank you. Silent Cyber says I played over 2,000 hours, and I can say you just say the truth. Literally, all I do is listen to the players that I know who are smarter than me. I'm very average, perhaps probably within the division, probably slightly worse than average player. All I do is just listen to the people around me who are smarter than me, and, you know, wrap it up into a program. And because frankly, most of this stuff wouldn't otherwise get talked about, because, you know, a lot of content creators want to stay on the best terms possible with Massive, but that's not doing the players, and I don't think it's doing Massive any favours either. Do you know what I mean? If making nice and pretending everything's fine, if lots of players are pissed off, that's not doing anybody any favours, and it's not making the game any better by not fixing the stuff that's broken. I reckon let's get back to Warwick, hopefully in one piece. Pretty sure we resolved that quest, right? There was nothing. I think because I killed that gunner, so he's not going to turn up with a gang. I think there's a random element to how that quest works, but because I've already wasted that guy, he's not now going to turn up with his chums to fuck up the Ghoul Kid. So yeah, let's get to Warwick. I'll have a little nap and I'll decide where I'll go so I can park up and end the stream. Burger says, "Don't sell yourself short now. The videos are great, and I won't argue about it." Very kind. No, I'm very kind of you to say, and I'm glad you like them, mate. I mean, it's not false modesty when I say though that the videos don't jump out of the ether. I mean, I'm lucky. There's a lot of intelligent people in this game, and I'm firm believers like never underestimate people's intelligence. It's better to assume people are more intelligent than they actually are than to assume people are stupid when they're not. And I just assume people are smarter than people are giving them credit for, and listen to what they have to say. I mean, the community knows what it's pissed off about. So even if people don't particularly agree with my take on what the solution would be, or most PvP players would disagree with my take on balancing and shit like that, and that's fine. And lots of people, lots of my mates, we don't see eye to eye on the actual potential solutions and balancing issues. But overall, a lot of the videos just come from listening to people who know what they're talking about. Saying, why the fuck isn't this and this fixed? Rico says, starting a new mega build, where do you think I should build at next? What are your options? Where have you not built? Where's the location of the last one from the video? Because it was I'll tell you what, Rico, I would be interested to see your ideas of some builds in some of the... Jesus, someone just died. In some of the smaller builds, because...
apologize for the odd noises I'm currently emitting. A consequence of being...
Because personally, I find that...
a pleasure to see you again, sir.
I actually find that the big builds... Whilst the big builds can get complicated because they're big, in many ways it's the smaller builds that I find are the more difficult one, like Hangman's Alley, places like that. So yeah, I'd be interested to see your take on a small build. Let me have a look. There's another one, like Somerville Place. I find Somerville Place quite difficult because it's quite a confined area, and you've already got a house in the middle of the plot. Jamaica Plain. I'd be interested in how you use the space in Jamaica Plain, because I mean, like Spectacle Island. Spectacle Island's that's great for doing your big showcase build, but at the same time, all of the potential problems are solved for you. It's fucking massive. You got virtually no restrictions in any direction. You can make it as wide as you like, as tall as you like, as big as you like. There's areas where, you can build on a slope. You can build on if you're down on the beach, you can build on the beach. You can build and encompass water, so you can actually put, most of my builds on Spectacle Island, I build them out to sea, because then I can put lots of water purifiers in the basement, build around them, and then build on top of that. So from the outside it looks like a solid structure, but the basement's hollow and it's got water purifiers in it. You can do what the fuck you like on Spectacle Island because you got no constraints. But I'd be curious to see how you solve other problems, like places like Jamaica Plain and Hangman's Alley, where you've got very finite space resources and you have to build around an existing structure. I think that's where things get really challenging, when you're trying to build a decent base, but you can't avoid using what's already there. You know what I mean? On Spectacle Island, I'm sure you could use the existing structures, but you don't have to. You can just build anywhere. Cool. I'd be very interested to see what you do, mate, because Hangman's all of my hangman, I made some builds that I've been very proud of, but all my Hangman's Alley builds have always been botch jobs. Grey Garden. Yeah, I usually build a wall, concrete wall around Grey Garden, and then build the base on top of that. So I get to keep the greenhouse area. But you know, on Grey Garden you can actually build. You could build ladders up to the overpass, just like at, where is it? Finch Farm. You can use ladders to get up to the overpass, and then you can hang your base off the overpass. So they seem initially restricted, but actually you can build the damn things in the air there. Hangman's I find tough. All my Hangman's bases are shitholes. And add to that the mutant attacks can sometimes spawn in Hangman's, so you can't even trust the ground floor. And obviously your NPCs won't go beyond a certain range, so there's no point building vendors round the corner. Right. I'm going to wrap this up soon, but I think I might, what shall I do? I'm going to get over to Somerville Place and park up there for the night and then call it a day. Because I want to. I don't think I have built anything there. So that would be. Oh shit. I have slept, haven't I? It is the morning, right? I slept. Yeah. Dear God, I hope I've saved. Someone said, "Chat." Yes, I did. Yeah, I slept and got back in. So yeah, I'm gonna get over there and call it a day. Rico, I will see you soon, mate. You take care, and look forward to seeing what you do at Hangman's. Thanks for swinging by. I'm glad I finally got to do a stream whilst you were around. Right, let's box around here. It is just starting to dawn on me that I have just very casually said, Jesus fucking Christ. I've just very casually said, oh yeah, let's just head over to let's just casually head over to Somerville, but I've just realised that is 1/2 the bottom width of the map. You know what? I'm actually going to park up here. I'm going to go back to Warwick. I'm going to park up here and then call it a day, just because I do need to get over to Spectacle Island and do some work there. But I'm going to do that off stream. Just basically swim over there, put up a beacon. Anybody have any questions before I go? And like I said, if there's any games you're curious to see on a stream, I want to get more into the habit of streaming. I'm going to try World of Tanks. Jesus H. Christ, I will actually stream some Division at some point, just to punish you with some really shoddy gameplay. That is one spectacular provisioner. Cheers, Rico. See you soon. $100 Lexington runs. Well, I'll be happy to. I will be playing on PC. I'd be happy to invite anybody from the stream.
I need to assign someone to this. Seems to be growing well.
I will probably be doing very boring, repetitive stuff though, because it will almost certainly be during the next GE or something like that. Rage DMX's 100 Lexington runs. That's probably more scarily close to the truth than you realise. But it is just like, you know, and these days, I don't know, you find it, if you're into PvE, you tend to play PvE most during the GE. So you just end up face planting into the fastest thing you can do with your brain shut down, and so it does end up being tons of Hudson Yards and tons of Lex, which is a real shame. But I'm going to try and make an effort to do some harder content and more regularly. Berghoff, thanks for the entertainment. I hope to catch you around again. Thank you, and likewise, mate. PC Master Race. Well, actually, I'm gonna actually be getting on soon and doing a little bit of Xbone, because I do have an account on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm just incredibly shit with a controller, but I'm only gonna get better if I practice. But yeah, I am going to park up, and I'm going to. I'll give you one good look at this character in all his full fucking glory. Check that out. It's something like let's have a look. Stats, special. That is 14 charisma right there. 14 charisma. Coming at you in 3D. Rage says, I think I would legit do 100 Lexington runs during GEs when I had Division on my Xbox. Fucking hell, man. I don't want to know how many Lexington runs I've done. I looked myself up on Division, like the Division stats tracker, and I'm like, I've got an unhealthy amount of challenging runs done, and probably 99% of those are in Lexington. I mean, like, what, you know, top 1% of challenging missions completed, and yeah, Christ, they made a very small change to the terrain in Lexington, and I noticed the first time I run Lexington, I've done it that many times, even a small terrain change, and it was just like, why did they change that? Nobody at Tiny Paw says it's as if Mick Jagger had his face put into a blender. Yeah, it's a really very specific look that I worked on a lot on that character. I have to admit, I genuinely really have tried very hard to make this special. And I don't mean special in a good way. Even down to the patchy hair. Check that out. Anyway, I am going to boost off. Ladies and gentlemen, been a pleasure. Thank you very much for swinging by. I will be back soon.